up next, the Hawks taking on the Spurs. For the Atlanta Hawks, a standout first half of the year has them in first place in the East. Spurs, Hawks, only here on 2K Sports. Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Allie LaForce covering us courtside. And a chance to check out our Rookie of the Year list. Some incredible talent entering the league. Not exactly the start he'd hoped for in the NBA, but remember, his career has just gotten started, and there is plenty of games left this season.
And we are all looking forward to this upcoming Rookie of the Year race. Already some tremendous candidates.
And what's interesting, some of these guys are already getting a ton of minutes, earning their coach's trust.
Now, the opening lineup for Atlanta. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. Jalen Johnson is out there with Wagner. And it's Young in at the point guard position. And for the Spurs, they've got Harper, Wembanyama out there with Miles Bridges. Then there's Hayes, and it's Castle in at the shooting guard position. Oh man, this should be fun tonight. These teams love to let it fly from deep.
Oh, both these teams live and die by the three-pointer. If they're both on, we'll have a really high-scoring game. But if not, we might have enough bricks for houses at both ends.
And when it comes to the rivalries this team has, MP made something very clear, that his goal was to beat each and every single one in his way.
You can tell how much MP cares about these rivalries. He has been absolutely on fire when the games matter the most. And how important it is to him to win these games. It's about pride, not just for him, but for his entire team as well.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Here's Risache. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. On offense, here is San Antonio, and they've been quite the story in the NBA this season, stringing together 22 wins in a row and looking for more.
Few teams in the history of this league have ever put together a streak like this. And you know what I think? It's going to continue beyond tonight.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now here's Young. He had 25 points in his last game. Count the basket.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why. MP outside with the crossover, and
count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And a youth movement for this Hawks roster. What went into that, Tim?
Well, first, they climbed 10 spots to get the #1 pick, which led to Zachary Risacher. Then the trade of DeJounte Murray, which got them Dyson Daniels, who's 7 years younger. And, of course, you've got Jalen Johnson, who's breaking out. So they've got some young talent that is on the rise.
Such a talented player. MP can take over a game, but he also knows how important it is to keep his teammates engaged.
Young misses. The Spurs have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. MP, the pass to Harper. Buries it from 3.
Well, passes like that show you just how great of a teammate MP is. He just wants to make his guys better.
Now here's Young, a great scorer, averaging almost 26 a game.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Hayes with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. MP with it. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Good on the bucket.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Inside, here's Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. He knows they're in for a tough matchup against Trae Young. Coach told me Trae is an offensive savant, but we have to find a way to disrupt his game. We're going to throw some length at him, pick him up once he crosses half court, and pound him on every possession. Back to you guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. A good look from Johnson. Controls the rebound and the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. And here's a look at some numbers for Cam Whitmore.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Here's Young. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Daniels. Clock at 6. Wagner with a screen. And Daniels with a 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
MP, a screen on Wagner. Wembanyama against Wagner. Here's Harper. Hayes for 3. Fires in the triple. Hayes has got 12.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Pass to Young. Here's Daniels. He's averaging about 6 points per game.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
MP shot is off. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. 6-point game. Here's Young. Uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
Jalen Johnson.
Here's Harper. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. MP outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
MP is fully locked in right now, and he's taking shots without hesitation.
Hawks trail by 6. Young looking for an opening. Daniels outside. Let's go with a 3. Rebound by San Antonio. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
Yeah, and that one came down to their rebounding. There was a big gap between the two teams there.
I love it when a team comes out and sets the tone physically.
Now here's Johnson. Yet to see a basket. Wagner with a screen on MP to the paint. Fader on the way. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
That is a missed opportunity. He'd love to have that one back.
From deep, Harper. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for Wagner. Daniels comes in for Risacher. And James is subbed in for Trae Young. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Pass to Sessions. Three-pointer, Fox. Ooh, the triple falls for De'Aaron Fox.
I like it. Setting up Fox that time, getting him something in rhythm.
On the court for the Hawks. They've got Johnson. James is out there with Dyson Daniels. Then it's Newell, and it's Whitmore in at the 3 slot. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Whitmore's got 16 points.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
From deep, MP. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
And just like that, MP with a 3 of his own. So much of today's game is going to be decided at the 3-point line.
Here's Whitmore. The shot's good on the assist by James. Whitmore's got 8 points in the quarter. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. MP outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point. But it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter. But, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Free throw good, MP. And both free throws good for MP. Hawks trail by 5. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Whitmore. Newell. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Perfect bounce pass leading to the basket. That's just great teamwork.
It's McDaniels on the wing. San Antonio again can't hit.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Fast break. Here we go. And he lobs it up to the rim. And now the Hawks on the break. Pass to Whitmore. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury. The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Here's Newell. Daniels outside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Castle's checked in for San Antonio. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Young, he's checked in for James. San Antonio leading. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Raptors got the job done. He scored 68 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
Quickly becoming one of the most feared defenders in the game, Tim, Dyson Daniels.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves, Brian. Daniels is always engaged. Every second he's on the court. Oh, man!
Wow. MP. Nasty.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. And Young has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 4. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
Fox, that's good.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Outside Whitmore. Pass to Johnson. Fox against Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Oh, get up, MP.
Here's Young. 7 points in the game. Pass to Whitmore. Here's Newell. Covered by Wembanyama. Johnson on the wing. Here's Newell. Outside Young. The kick out to Johnson. And it's off from three-point range. San Antonio leading by 7. And here's MP from outside. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Defense just has to be better there. If you give MP any separation, you are playing with fire.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Carter, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Bryant comes in for McDaniels. And it's Harper in for Fox. Atlanta also making some changes. Okongwu comes in for Johnson. And it's Risache in for Whitmore. Out to the wing. Back to Young. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Newell from outside. Sinks another one. He's on a roll. Starting 4 for 4.
Well, the combination of his length with that shooting range makes him a huge part of this offense.
MP right side. Pass to Carter. Kicks it out to MP. The 3 is up. Good D by Okongwu. Hawks trail by 7. On the wing, Daniels. He's guarded by Castle. Now here's Young. 4-3. And it's MP with a rebound. Down low. Here's Carter. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Putting in work. Carter Jr. is a lunch pail guy who just goes about his business.
Outside Young. Outside Risache. Back to Young. The 3. Oh, the lethal 3-ball of Young.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Spurs lead by 6. Harper passes to Hayes. Here's Harper. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't go that time. Here's Newell. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, when it comes to shooting from beyond the arc, these are the league leaders. MP, number 1.
He's a shooter that defenses 100% have to go out and guard.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
Victor Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. Bridges comes in for Bryant. And a change for the Hawks. Wagner's checked in. Bridges finds Hayes. Pass to Harper. Over Young. And Harper with a basket. On the assist by Hayes. Harper's got 12 points.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Hawks trail by 6. Daniels outside. To the middle. And there's the slam! Dunk to finish it off.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Castle outside. MP scanning the floor. Shakes him. Oh my goodness!
Wow! And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. He was all alone on that one. Newell's got 12 now in this quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Wembanyama pass to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And a deep three from Young. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's MP making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story, things are going well for the San Antonio Spurs.
This is why so many teams are trying to play with pace. The defense just couldn't match up with them in the space. It's much harder to score in the half court.
Helps when you have the athletes they do as well. Changing things up just a bit, let's catch a glimpse of the Western Conference standings at the moment.
When I look at San Antonio, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew.
In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 5-point game. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Harper out there with Stephon Castle. Then it's Miles Bridges. Then it's MP. And it's Wembanyama in at center. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. And there it is for him.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
San Antonio leading by 3. Pass to Hayes. Castle on the wing. Back to Hayes. 6 on the shot clock. Castle outside. Over Rizachet. Castle misses. Hawks trail by 3. Daniels outside. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Atlanta shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Free throw no good for Daniels. And Tim, 1 year, you shot over 50% from the field and from three-point range, not to mention over 80% from the free throw line. You think we'll ever see that again?
Well, Brian, I think the 50% from the three could be more difficult because the volume is now so high. I'm not sure they're as selective in their shot attempts, which means your percentages naturally come down a bit.
So 3 for 6 is not going to be an option for a great shooter?
Don't think so. 3 for 6 is usually the first quarter for a lot of these guys.
Young finds Daniels. Wembanyama against Wagner. Here's Risache. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
An elite shot blocker. Wembanyama covers so much ground.
Hayes for 3. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Hawks trail by 7. On the wing, Risache. Wagner, left side. Lets it go from deep. Knocks it down from distance. Wagner's got 7.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
From deep, MP. MP making the long-range connection.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
To the inside. And Risache, the bucket, on the assist by Wagner. Give him 8 points now.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
Hayes. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Well, he's having a huge night, and so is this offense, just rolling right now.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Outside Young, pass to Risache. Lays it up and banks it in. Risache's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. The Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. Frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the idea, and he's been making those plays." Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Hawks trail by 7. Daniels outside. There's the triple. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Castle. Hayes with a screen. On the wing, MP. The 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. MP's got 43 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Daniels outside. Back to Young. Now Risache. He's defended by Hayes.
And when it comes to assists, Young is on another level. He's got such a gift for feeding his guys.
San Antonio leading by 8. Harper passes to MP. Pass to Castle. MP right side. Back to Castle. Just 5 to shoot. Wembanyama screen from deep. MP. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Here's Daniels. 7 points in the game. To the middle. Wagner finds Johnson. And here's Risache. And he drives in. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Now Young with a steal. To the paint. Stolen by Castle. Here's Hayes. It's deflected. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wagner. McDaniels is checked in for Hayes. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Whitmore's checked in. San Antonio leading by 8. Fourth quarter, on the floor for the Hawks. Whitmore is out there with Newell. Then there's Okongwu, then there's James, and it's Daniels in at the 2. Okongwu, a screen on Carter. Stolen by Carter. MP right side. Puts up a 3. He drops it from range. Hayes has got 49 in the game.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
James passes to Okongwu. Oh, Carter with the block.
Hard to get shots over Carter Jr. With his timing and his long arms,
And Atlanta with possession here. They trail by 11. Yes, it's good.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks.
Hayes in the high post. Out to Fox. Takes a 3. Good. And the assist goes to MP. And the Spurs lead by 12.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And James has got the ball here for the Hawks. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Pass to Daniels. Fires for 3. Nails it from 3.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Launches a 3. Hits yet again. Wow!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Hawks trail by 12. And here's James. Here's Whitmore. Pass to Daniels. And Whitmore gets it to go on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got his 4th assist in this one. San Antonio leading by 10. Fox finds MP. It's McDaniels on the wing. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Hayes. Newell pulls it in. Newell's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Whitmore from outside the arc. The rebound by MP.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
The slam by MP.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Hawks trail by 12. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. For San Antonio, Wembanyama's checked in for Carter. Bridges comes in for McDaniels, and it's Harper in for Castle. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Okay, thank you, Allie. The 3 from Riza Shea. Rebound by San Antonio. Let's check in with Allie LaForce. Oh, MP with the slam.
Yeah, eating up ground in a hurry. MP, whoa, he's something in transition.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Daniels outside. Outside Riza Shea. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. A 3, James. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds now. Bridges passes to MP. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Zaccharie Riza Shea.
Yeah, I like seeing MP attack down low. I mean, because sometimes it forces the D to foul.
And Legs, is someone who has seen some of the great perimeter defenders over the years. Who's the best you've ever seen?
Well, the best defense, Brian, I ever played against were those mid-90s Bulls teams when you had to go up against Jordan and Pippen on either wing. And then more modern-day players like Drew Holiday, even a guy like Tony Allen when he was in Memphis, they stand out to me as well.
First team all-defense, Tony Allen.
Year in, year out, a night.
Oh, another one falls!
What a performance. I mean, who does this? It's just so rare.
This 60-point game has him closing in on 5th place in that category for a single season. Good work there as it goes. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Well, one thing that has stood out to me, and it's been a major difference maker, is they're playing with great pace, getting out on the break every chance they get.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Risacher. Soft touch off the glass. Risacher's got 12 points here in the second half.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And San Antonio making a change here. Castle's checked in. Daniels is checked in for Atlanta. Bridges outside. Pass to Hayes. From behind the arc. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. James, left side. Daniels outside, on the wing, Risacher. Here's the 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got rebound number 11. Castle outside. MP outside. It's Bridges on the wing. San Antonio needs to get off a shot. Stolen! On the push. Here comes Atlanta. Pass to Johnson. The rebound by Bridges.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Blocked! And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
Wembanyama finds Hayes. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Coach would love to see Wemby clean the offensive glass like that every time.
Free throw good, Wembanyama. And we've heard some coaches complain about short turnarounds on back-to-backs Legs. Would you like to see more done there?
Well, for those late starts when you arrive at the hotel at 2 or 3 in the morning and you've got to play the next night, those are certainly rough. But I feel like the league has done all they can, eliminating back-to-backs as much as they can. And certainly there's an emphasis on recovery and rest at all costs.
Hayes misses.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
The first free throw is good.
Daniels taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Daniels. Here's Castle. On the wing, MP.
2 minutes.
Pass to Harper. Bridges outside. 6 to shoot. And here's MP from outside. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Outside Risacher. Now, here is James. Spins. Back to Risacher. Great awareness to beat the clock.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Spurs.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And with this one safely in the books, it'll mark their 23rd win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
Really impressive what he did tonight. Total control of the offense, dropping dimes. They're going to look for him to lead the way again tonight.
Here's James. Here's Daniels. Outside Risache. Puts up the tray. Wembanyama there for the rebound. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Daniels outside. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Wagner against Wembanyama. 5 to shoot. Back to James. From deep. He can't get it to go. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Now over to Dominic Hamill.
A win is a win is a win, but you guys looked a little out of sync tonight. There wasn't the usual flow. Can you talk about that?
You know what? That's okay. We got to see how we respond when the game plan goes out the window and it's time to figure out things on the fly. If we can win these games when we're out of sync, it builds up our confidence because we know this is the exception that proves the rule.
Understood. Thanks for your time, MP.
You're welcome.
Ryan, back to you.
Dominic, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian.
Good game, MP.
The winner is Black Boy Bags.